In today's Leeds news, new kit launched, Leeds transfer links continue, Youssef Poulsen linked, Hearts ticket details, Marc Roca loan move update, Pat Bamford ready to leave, Willie Nyonto very close to the exit, and another short sponsor added. Hiya folks, Jay here at The View on the 11th of July with your Leeds United news. Hope you're all having a really good week. Just a quick update to say the channel passed 13,000 subscribers today, so huge thank you to everyone who has got involved, subscribed, watched videos, liked, shared, all that kind of stuff. And we launched on the 19th of July last year. And I didn't think it would ever get to this stage. And I really appreciate everyone that's got involved in this, who comments on videos, who gets involved in conversations with me as well. I really appreciate it. So massive thanks to everyone who has helped this channel get to where it is. And I hope over the next 12 months, I can bring you more content that you like, as well as adding a couple of new strings to the bow as well, and increasing the amount of content that we produce here. So massive thanks for everything that you've done to help support this channel. So let's move on. Let's get into the news. And Leeds have launched their 23-24 home shirt, and it sees a return to the royal blue and yellow on white detail that Leeds had moved away from for a bit under Radrizzani, with the navy and light yellow colours being used. Rads is taking credit for this shirt on Twitter, which of course he would, apparently claiming his kids designed this one as well. Good man, Rads. The shirt sees a new pattern detail added to the shirt that is a peacock feather. It's beautiful, actually. And in addition, the back of the shirt of the old 1980s Leeds United peacock badge, which is great to see a return to that. Big fan of that badge. Would love to see it on the front of the shirt. It should be said, if you're going to go and buy this jersey, be careful about putting names and numbers on the back of it. The sponsors haven't all been added yet either. Squad numbers have not been released for this season, and Leeds are saying on the website, it's pretty clear, no refunds will be given for any shirt that's personalised should a mistake be made or you want to go back and get it changed. It should be said that already the number 5-7 are vacated with Brendan Aronson and Robin Cock leaving the club. Marc Roca due to go as well, would vacate the number 8 shirt. And then you're looking at number 3 for Junior Firpo, 19 for Rodrigo, and 11 for Jack Harrison. Could be vacated soon as well. As well as it could just be a general overhaul of squad numbers at the club and a move towards a new start with, you know, the younger players being prioritised on the shirt. So just be careful with that when you are going to buy your Leeds shirt. It's probably smart to wait until the squad numbers are announced before you make that decision, should you get it personalised. Also, point that we are going to be giving away 2 shirts on the channel as well as part of this as well. So it'll be the end of the month. If you want details on how to win those 2 shirts, you can check it out at the back end of this video for the details on that. Let's move on and talk about some transfer links now. And according to the Sunday Mirror, Leeds might be interested in Newcastle winger Ryan Fraiser. Fraiser is currently training with the Newcastle United under-21 side after having a fallout with Eddie Howe. It is his second fallout with Eddie Howe in his second club. The first fallout that Fraser had was during his time at Bournemouth and during the COVID season, when contracts needed to be extended in order to finish the season. Fraser was out of contract that season and refused to extend his contract. He left and joined Newcastle the following year, and Bournemouth got relegated. Eddie Howe joined him a year later, and it started off fine. Seemed to start off pretty well. He was in and out of the team. He's more used as a sub than anything else. But apparently now he's back training for the 21s at Newcastle due to commitment issues and a fallout with Eddie Howe. The Yorkshire Post are labelling that one. It should be said that's the same manager, 2 fallouts. He seems to be a bit of an issue behind the scenes, and I just don't see Leeds being linked to the player or moving for a player who's likely to cause problems behind the scenes, especially after all the stories last season about a broken dressing room in Elland Road. So it would be unusual to see Leeds move for a player who potentially could cause problems behind the scenes. Let's move on and talk about another unusual link, and Youssef Poulsen has been linked with a move to Leeds, according to the Express and Planet Sports. So take this with a huge pinch of salt. They are claiming that the RB Leipzig and Danish forward is on Leeds' radar, and a move to Elland Road could happen. The 29-year-old hasn't had a double-figure scoring season in 5 years. It does tend to rack up a couple of assists every season, which is a good thing to have. But outside of that, it would be an unusual one. You're in that situation where you're looking at it thinking, he's not massively different age-wise from Pat Bamford. Would you get more from Pat Bamford in the Championship goal-wise than Poulsen? Leeds are said to be looking for a 20-goal-a-season striker to replace Pat Bamford, and Youssef Poulsen would not be that striker. So it is also claimed in these reports that the reports themselves are from less than credible sources. That's air quotes for you there. So, even the reports are saying this is less than credible. So, you know what to do with that. All right, let's move on and talk about some friendly preseason details and the ticket details for the Hearts game came out yesterday. If you are a season ticket holder, you should be already on this because the tickets went on sale for season ticket holders today, the 11th of July. There are 3,100 tickets available. The tickets for members will be made available tomorrow, Wednesday the 12th, and then whatever's remaining after that will go on sale at 1 p.m. on Thursday, the 13th of July. So if you want to get on that, keep an eye, get moving pretty quick. They could be gone. Let's talk about exits and Marc Roca's loan update. Well, according to reports in Spain, it is all but done to Real Betis. The deal itself is said to be a 12-month loan deal with an option to buy being inserted in that contract by Leeds. The option is for €12 million fee should the loan work out. That translates to about £10.3 million, which would give Leeds a roughly a £300,000 profit should he move at the end of the season. It is right to be skeptical about options at seeing what happened this year with the Diego Llorente stuff and saying that Betis may renegotiate at the end of the season. Leeds will get nothing for the player. Well, the difference here is Betis did try to sign Marc Roca last season and are keen on the midfielder. Leeds nipped in ahead of them last year and managed to get them for a slightly better deal. But a good season at Betis, which I'd expect him to have in Spain, would see him move there on a permanent basis. I wouldn't see any huge issues with that one. Other players looking to leave Leeds, and according to the Daily Mail, Pat Bamford is one of several players being targeted by other clubs from England and across the continent in Europe. The Mail claims that Bamford is attracting a huge amount of interest and is now said himself to be interested in a move away from Leeds United. Daniel Farke is said to have spoken to all the players over the course of this week, or last week I should say, especially the senior players, and has basically said to players that those who are willing to fight and stay and help Leeds get promoted are welcome at the club, but that those who want the easy way out after being involved in the relegation can go. So Daniel Farke not taking any prisoners and moving pretty quickly to move players on who don't want to be at Leeds. He did say when he joined that quick decisions would need to be made around players. I think after the back of tomorrow night's game against Manchester United in Oslo, you might see some players exit pretty quickly. He will want to have a look at a few of them. And a lot of the internationals came back this week and are likely to travel out as well to have a look. I don't think they'll be involved in the game, but they'll be there to have a look anyway. On bigger stuff, let's talk about Willy Gnonto. Apparently, he is close to an exit at Ellen Road as well. And according to Sports Italia, so I would take this with a pinch of salt. They are claiming that Willy Gnonto is close to joining Everton for a reported €22 million fee, which is roughly about £18.7 million. Leeds did buy Willy Gnonto for £3.8 million, but his potential is significantly higher than that. They say that Gnonto is interested in a move away, wants to play Premier League football, whether that was with Leeds or without Leeds. But no major UK outlet has picked this up and reported, and no major international outlet really has picked this up just yet and ran with it. There have been reports that Leeds would be interested in selling Willy Gnonto, but only of a fee of £40 million. There have been reports of deals being agreed with Aston Villa for £25 million, for £30 million. There's been moves to Juventus for £13 million being mentioned. So I would wait until you hear this from more reputable sources, but there is noise around Willy Gnonto, and clearly his agent is busy trying to get the player and move away. We saw similar things like this happen with Robin Koch as well before his move, so looks like Willy could be on his way out. He's not due back at Leeds till next week, I don't think. Wait and see what happens there. And then finally today, just to go through this, another shirt sponsor has been announced this year. The EFL have released the sleeve to be a position of sponsorship for clubs into the season. It's the first time they've done that. The secondary sponsor in the Championship and in the EFL usually appears in the back of the shirt. They've now got the back of the shirt and the sleeve open for sponsors to advertise themselves on the shirt. And Leeds have moved pretty quickly on this. Leeds have added Flamingo Land as their shirt sleeve sponsor for next season. Cash, remember back to Neil Warnock days. It's exactly where it goes. Michael Brown, Neil Warnock, and Flamingo Land sponsorship when they sponsor the training kit. This will now mean that Leeds will have Flamingo Land on the sleeve, AMT autos on the back of the shirt, and Box T on the front of the shirt into next season. So Leeds doing everything they can to increase the revenue on the shirt deal after a relegation, which we saw Wish leave and SPO Top leave, which we were both said be very, very lucrative deals for Leeds. Some details now on the giveaway. If you are interested in winning a Leeds United shirt, we're giving away 2 home shirts on the channel this year, and the option for this will close at the end of the month. So you've got plenty of time. If you want to get involved in this, you can get involved by subscribing to the channel first and foremost, and then liking the daily videos as they come out with that you're watching. The more likes you get on the videos, the more chances you have to win the shirt, and that will be announced on the channel at the back end of this month. Sorry, we're giving away 2. I will hold off on ordering those shirts until the winners have been announced. So you'll be able to get a personalized shirt that you want with your name and number on the back of it, or the player that you want on the back of it as well, and delivered to your door. So I will organize that at the back end. So if you want to be part of that, you have to subscribe to the channel and then like the daily videos. The more likes you get on the daily videos, more videos you like, more chances you have to win the prize. And we'll draw that towards the end of this month, before the season kicks off. And that's going to be it for today, folks. Massive thanks to everyone who supported the channel and watched. And I will hopefully be back tomorrow morning with a little bit more Leeds news as Leeds get ready for the first preseason game of 23-24 season away in Norway versus Manchester United in Oslo in the friendly. So if you go to the game, enjoy it. Safe travels. If you're watching it on LUTV, like myself, enjoy the game. And let's see what we can pick out of this as we get ready to ramp up for the start of a championship season. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.